Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be getting into the topic of what would men say is the most attractive thing about you, okay? The most attractive thing about you, the most attractive things about you, whatever comes through, we're going to get into it. So if you chose group one, thumbnail image one, however you got here, welcome. Thank you for coming back to my channel if you are a returning watcher. Thank you for coming and clicking on my video if you are a new watcher. What's up, okay? What's good in the hood? Maybe you're someone who says funny phrases and that's an attractive thing about you. Or you say weird, out of the ordinary things. So I'm getting a little bit of quirky coming through so far. Like you say like, what's good in the hood? Or you say like funny things like that, you know? And I'm just like, who is this girl? Or who is this guy, this person? So please, Spirit, for my group ones, what would men say is the most attractive thing about my group ones? We have the Five of Swords. Maybe you're a little argumentative. Maybe you give them a hard time. Five of Swords. Maybe you're very competitive. You like winning. Because that's what the Five of Swords definitely is. It's about someone who wins by any means necessary. And that could be a thing about you that's very attractive. You know what I mean? You could be either very boasty or you're a sore loser, and that's something they find cute and funny. So first of all, you guys could be someone who's very cute or very just like small or very petite or very something, and just the thought of you being upset makes them like smile and laugh. I just want to laugh at you guys. I don't know why. It's like, oh, she's so cute, like she thinks she could beat me, you know what I mean? Or if you did beat them, like, oh, she's so cute, she beat me kind of energy. It's like I'm hearing like a victory dance, like how when people get, not people, I'm not good at sports, guys. So when a football player or whatever gets their touchdown, they have like a touchdown dance or move kind of energy. That's the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. When you win stuff, or you can like dance, like when you eat, like, you know, or I'm hearing a potty dance, or just something like very cute. And I want to say intriguing, but there's another word that was wanting to come through. There's something very cute and just maybe childlike, adorable about you, where you do like cutesy things that only kids would do and they just find it adorable, you know? That could be your thing. Because look at how, even in this card, I'm seeing it. Look at how he's looking back and smirking at the person that lost, you know? He's like just smirking at them, laughing at them, laughing at their misfortune. So maybe you throw temper tantrums, you know? A group twos, please. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Interesting. And now I'm hearing that song from Camp Rock 2. We can't back down. So maybe there could be something about you guys not backing down. That's what I did say in the Five of Swords. Even if they do win or something like that. Maybe if you're having like a wrestling contest, a tickling contest, a staring contest, trivia contest, whatever it is you're doing against them, and you lose, or you they could like winning over you, they could like making you lose because they know you're a sore loser, or a sour sport, or you know what I mean. Is it a sad sport? Yeah, you know what I mean. If you're a spoiled sport, whatever you want to call it, and you hate losing, you throw little tantrums when you lose. They could like purposely making you lose because they like seeing you have a tantrum about certain things, you know. Throw a hissy fit, go into brat mode kind of vibe. So, you know, guys that annoy girls just to watch them like crash out, you know, and not crash out like the way we were just like literally you're just fed up, you're really mad. No, it's just like teasing. They like teasing you. They like your reaction to them teasing you, if that makes sense. And even if you are losing, you don't really give up kind of energy. You don't back down. So that they like that about you. You challenge them. That could be what the Five of Swords means for you. The Five of Swords represents you challenging them and not giving up. Or like I said, the Five of Swords is just someone winning in general, taking all the gold for themselves, you know? So like very good at, you know, witty back and forth banter. That could be attractive about you. That could be attractive as well. And you don't back down, exactly. We have the World. So there's something about you maybe having the full, I'm hearing full package kind of energy. I hope you can't really, your boobs could be really nice as well, because hers are just all out there in the card. So that could be something coming through for you guys. You have a really nice chest. If you're a guy, maybe you have the puff out chest, maybe what do they call it, barrel chest. You could have that. But you're like really very feminine. You know, maybe you look good in purple. You like to wear purple. But there's something like very hard-headed and stubborn about you. That's something that's coming through and was coming through in these first two cards. Okay, hard-headed and stubborn are the two words this person would use to describe you. So that's what they find attractive about you, or the most attractive thing about you. But your body as well, because we have her whole body on show here in this card. Like, I'm trying to show it to you. Her whole body's on, you know. I'm trying to come up with what I'm trying to say. Her whole body's on show. I don't know. You can see her whole body, okay? So your whole body was attracted to them, but the boobs are coming through specifically. I am being called to her face as well. It looks like very feminine, very pretty, you know? There's some women who are like gorgeous, but it could be like a kind of gamine gorgeous. You guys like very maybe plump, round, gorgeous kind of face, you know? Or like just youthful, you know, or glow about you. So you can have like glowy skin as well. She is getting petite. Some of you are very petite. And you're giving me the vibe of how some men like the short, fun-sized girls because they have all the attitude and that kind of energy. So you could have like an attitude as well. What would men say is the most attractive thing about you? I've got a lot of cards. Okay, so let's just get into this. We have the Sun. So you're a sunny disposition. You're very cheerful. You're very happy. And look at how we have the little baby child on here. You're very small and short. You're either very short or you're just very petite. Take whichever resonates for you, because not both aren't going to resonate. But very short, very petite, okay? Something about you like very cheerful. You cheer up the energy. You bring up the mood, okay? With the world card, there's something here about you finishing. I'm hearing that song from Frozen. I know it's crazy, but we finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was going to say. I never met someone who thinks so much like me. Jinx. Jinx again. Our mental synchronization can't have but one explanation. You and I were just meant to be. Say goodbye to the pain of the past. You don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. That's what's coming through for y'all. That song from Frozen. So maybe some of you like Frozen. Maybe some of you have like the very sunny disposition of Anna, or Elsa. You have the very grumpy, leave me alone, ice queen, ice princess kind of vibe. So you're either or, because Frozen's coming through, period. Or maybe some of you are giving Olaf. Okay, who knows? Maybe some of you are giving Kristoff, very standoffish, you know, who just likes to stay to themselves and have him and his little animal companion kind of vibes, you know. But since the song that I'm singing is the song that had Anna and that crusty ass musty Franz, whatever his name, Hans, in it, I'm assuming that your personality is more like Anna, since we have the sun, okay? But yeah, there's something here about you being very pretty. Your hair is a thing, because her hair, like, when I think of Anna, I think of she had like the stripe of white in it from birth, or not birth, from childhood, when Elsa hit her with the cold something. And then her hair had forever had a sheen of white in it, you know. Some of you could do the two girly schoolgirl braids. That's something that's very attractive about you as well. The most attractive thing, you're, like I said, girly, very schoolgirlish, very girlish. Okay, I'm just leave it at that. If you're a girl, very boyish. If you're a guy, take what resonates for you. You look little. You have that effect of, oh, this person, you're just a little baby kind of energy. And they find that very attractive, especially when you throw tantrums or try to get one over on them. And they're just like, oh, you tried it, you know, kind of vibes. She's just so adorable. Why is it so noisy outside? Jeez. Anyway, but the world is also giving all the fixed signs, which is why I was saying there's something here about you being very stubborn. But there is something here about you also being very carefree, which is definitely the Anna vibe. She just did whatever she wanted to do, and consequences be damned, okay? But also the sun and the world card are coming out as together back to back. Is kind of gives me the vibe of love is an open door. So you're very open and very loving. You're also very charming, you know, very friendly is the vibe. And that's what guys find the most attractive about you. What is going on outside? This is crazy. Wow, how annoying. And the window's closed and everything. It makes no sense. Anyway, you could be very loud or noisy. That could be another thing they find attractive about you. Very loud, rambunctious, boisterous personality, which was also Anna. So yeah, you guys are giving Anna. But what was I gonna say with the whole pain is a thing of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. So you guys just bring a lot of joy and happiness wherever you go, especially to this person's life. And that's what they find very attractive about you, or just men in general. Wherever you go, the sunshine is going. You know, the happiness is going. The joy is going. That's you. Now, the next card that we have coming out is the Ten of Swords. Interesting. We have the Ten of Swords. Maybe you talk people's ear off, and that would make sense, because Anna was definitely that kind of vibe. So therefore, if we're in this reading, you're coming through very strongly as an Anna-esque kind of character. Very talkative, very friendly, very adventurous. You want to meet new people, go new places. Love is a very important thing to you. You don't like being alone or on your own, you know. Maybe you spent a lot of your life alone, so whenever you're around people, you're a people person, I should just say, you know. Here we have the Devil. Interesting. See, and there's something here else about her. The whole body's being naked. And in this card, we have a man and a woman. So there's something here about your body, your whole body, that people find attractive. So from your face to the rest of you, you know. And that would make sense with the whole, you're either short or petite, or you're fun size, or there's just something about your body that they put on display. They hold on a pedestal. They hold to high esteem, whichever one. Take both, take neither. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Swords upright is all about being at rest, at peace, very chill, docile. You guys are the opposite. So it's coming through again. You guys don't give up. You're very persevering, because it's coming out under the Nine of Wands. But there is something here about you guys not having no chill. You're always just like, you know, very hyper, you know. Is the vibe coming through you. There's also something very sexy, forbidden, mischievous about you, especially if you're giving that schoolgirl vibe, and these men are grown as heck. I don't know what it is about the whole aesthetic, or whatever it is about that. They love the schoolgirl, the two pigtails, the skirt, the shirt, whatever it is about it. There's something about that. You guys give that. You guys give young, you know, pure, innocent. That's the vibe you guys are coming off as. And that's what they kind of gravitate towards. They find, oh, this person's like so innocent, I kind of want to corrupt them, you know. But there is something, and that is also a vibe about Anna. She was also very malleable, or she was also very impressionable when she met Hans in the first movie, because she was always stuck in the castle and knew nothing of the world or of men in general, which is why it was so easy for him to scam her, you know. And that's what you guys are giving. You don't really know much of the world. You're very friendly, very open-minded. You know what I mean? Very doe-eyed. I don't have that much experience in the world. So just giving schoolgirl, that impressionable kind of energy, you know? Childlike, that keeps coming through. So that's what they find most attractive about you, is your youthful innocence, your youthful exuberance, if you will. Now, we have the Nine of Swords. Why did you guys get the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords? Sorry, I'm too close. I'm not even paying attention, child. Maybe you're a warrior, and men like solving things for you, fixing things, being a problem solver in your life. That could be something coming through very heavily. They like to be your knight in shining armor, which is why they like you in the first place, or they find you very attractive, because you could attract the fixer type of men who want to do everything for you and fix all of your problems, you know? Some of you could have curly hair, because my curl was kind of peeking through, which is why I felt the need to like pull on it. So a curl, you know, curls give innocence as well. So there's something innocent, cutesy about you guys. Little girlish, schoolgirlish kind of vibe. Inexperienced, you know, virginal, whatever you want to call it. All of those things are coming through for you guys. And then we have you see how that happened? Wow. The Nine of Cups came out in reverse, guys. And as soon as I picked it up, you saw me fumble with it, but it ended up upright. So we have Nine of Cups, and that is coming out under the sun. Wow. Yeah, so I feel like you give off everything a guy could kind of want. Maybe you're very feminine, you're very open, very friendly, you know what I mean? Hyper feminine, maybe for some of you. And you're like, you give off damsel in distress, you know what I mean? I'm also hearing Mega Pixie Dream Girl or something like that. I think that's the main character in any show that all the guys like, all the guys love, want to be with, kind of energy, you know? I'm trying to come up with some examples of that. It's Manic Pixie Dream Girl. That's what it's called. Thank you. Yeah, coming through for me. Let me stop. Manic Pixie Dream Girl. That's the vibe you guys are giving off. The girl in the movie that all the guys want to save, want to be with. She's a hyper feminine, very beautiful, you know. I wanted to say conventionally attractive girl, you know. That all the guys want to save, you know, that kind of energy. She's very sweet, very innocent, maybe soft-spoken for some of you, very outspoken for others of you. Take what resonates for you. I'm getting both, honestly. So guys could like when you're kind of shy, because you're mostly very outspoken, in other, you know, parts of your life. For others of you guys, like when you're very outspoken because you're very shy and quiet in other parts of your life. So just take a with me. Now I want to get into these cards. I keep forgetting to bring my Christmas cards because it's Christmas season. I haven't used them all year. We have, what do we have here? We have a sweetheart. Look at you. You guys are giving a sweetheart. You're very sweet. Like, why is it coming out dark? You're very sweet is what you guys are giving. Aww. And look at how she's giving just like a very feminine girl in her dress and her curls, you know. Maybe you guys wear flowers in your hair, that kind of energy. And I just wanted to read my shirt. It says baby girls. Maybe some of you guys are giving baby girl, princess kind of energy. We're just like very soft, innocent, take care of me kind of vibes, you know. And I'm hearing that song by Rihanna and Drake. If you let me, here's what I do. I'll take care of you. That's coming through for you guys. But yeah, you're the guy that the girls are riding. You're the girl. Okay, you're the guy of the girls. Okay, heard that. It came through. You're the guy the girls are writing love notes to or about in class. Like, oh my gosh, she's the guy that every girl wants. And that's kind of energy. But for my girls, you're the girl that guys are writing love notes to or love letters about. That's what's coming through as well. Like, I want to know why it's so dark in here. What else can you tell me? We have priest. We have priest coming through for you guys. Maybe if you are my men, you guys like give off the very studious, upstanding, knight in shining armor kind of energy. And that's what other men like about you, that you're always so helpful, that you're always so open, that you're always so willing to learn. You know what I mean? The priest is also someone who has all the answers, someone who's like a very upstanding member of society who's doing all the right things. You know, they're not doing sneaky things. Like, what is going on outside? Is that my confirmation? Because what the heck? I chose the wrong time to do a video. Look what the frick I said, guys. We have child coming through here. Yeah. That's my confirmation. You guys are giving like very baby, cutesy, girlish, boyish kind of vibes. Yeah. Maybe some people, yeah, the priest is giving a schoolgirl, so it's also giving nun, is what I'm hearing as well. So some of you give off the priest, the monk, or you're giving off the nun, who I'm inexperienced. I've never been with a guy before. I've never experienced love, and I just, like, help. I need help. I'm too frail and womanly to do such things. I'm too frail and manly to do such, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe you guys are giving. I'm helpless. Help me. I'm just a baby, you know? I don't know. That's what they find attractive about you. Don't talk to me about it. Talk to them, okay? If this is not resonating, you don't like what I have to say. Maybe choose another pile for you if it's not resonating. But it's feeling like very nunny, very keep to yourself. The guy for the fight for your attention. That could be what the Five of Swords is as well. People fighting for your attention, because the Five of Swords is clarified by the devil, which is doing maybe untoward things, taboo things. That could be what's coming through. So guys like your innocence because they want to corrupt you, you know? Get out my head. Get out. Yeah, you bring out the naughty side in them because they just want to, you know, what is it called? Defile you. Interesting. Debase you. Okay, you're just like the innocent little bookworm here is what this priest card is giving me as well. You wear all black, you keep to yourself, you know, giving none. Sweetheart. One more card for you guys. And then we have surprise. There's something here very delightfully surprising about you, maybe. You do things out of the ordinary. Maybe you fish. So that's what he's kind of doing in this card. The bag he's fishing up says goo. And I'm pretty sure that would be a surprise for him to be trying to fish for fish or look for water. And he's pulling up goo instead. Okay. And I don't know why when I'm looking at the card in the camera, it's looking like a castle. So like I said, you guys are giving princess, high queen. I'm hearing high fae. So maybe some of you have read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses, the series, because high fae is what the people who look like human but they have powers in the universe, you know. So also like perfect kind of vibe. It enhances your features. So we have the regular people, we have humans, and then we have the high fae, which are more attractive versions with powers of the humans, you know. If you know what I mean. If you've read it, you know what I mean. Maybe some of you look like fairy creatures or magical creatures, you know? But yeah, you're a surprise to people. Because like I said, there's something here about maybe some of you looking cutesy, but not being that way in personality. And guys find it very cute because you want to be big and bad so bad, but you're just the smallest little thing, you know? They're just like, girls, sit down. You know what I mean? Or boys, sit down. You want to be big and macho, but they're just like, Daddy, you ain't even about that life. You know what I mean? That's what's coming through for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we have waiting. I'm hearing a woman in waiting, or a girl in waiting. I think that's what they called the girls back in the days, like in Victorian, or even before that time. Like, you know, think of Bridgerton. It was a lady in waiting. She was waiting for her guy, you know. I think she would be at her house and she would be waiting for callers to come in, kind of vibe. So it's like when you're ready to go into society and find your man, you're of age, but still young, if that makes sense, you know? That's what you guys are giving, honestly. And this is what a character from Bridgerton in the Victorian era would look like. So you're giving that. You could still maybe somewhat come from that kind of background or grow up in that kind of way where the guy's supposed to court you and he's supposed to take you on a date. You're supposed to get the approval of your father, and you're supposed to, you know, speak in front of elders and, you know, go on dates first, and he's supposed to open the door and walk on the inside of the sidewalk. That's the kind of vibe you're giving off. And that's what guys find very attractive about you, because you're giving off like that quintessential woman vibe. You know, like I said, manic pixie dream girl in the movies. You're giving off the lady in waiting back in the days kind of vibe. Maybe you go for old-fashioned kind of vibe. And that's what's very attractive about you as well. There's something here about the way you dress as well. There can be something very intriguing about the things you put on your head. If you are someone who likes to accessorize, you look really good in yellow because she's wearing yellow. And yellow and red is important, because yellow and red are both coming through in these cards. And the yellow is the sun card, so Leo is hair as well. So there is something here about your hair, okay? The devil card is Capricorn, so maybe you have like very good bone structure. Maybe some of you are giving gamine, you know, because gamine is kind of like alien-esque, where your facial features are so unique that people consider it gorgeous, you know. May not be the most, I'm thinking of Halle Bailey, where she's like, people say her eyes are too far apart. There's something unique about your bone structure, your face, facial structure, facial features, something like that. You have high cheekbones. People who look like that are seen as very attractive, yes, but they don't look like the regular person walking on the street, okay? And I just have 22 to confirm that for me. So there's something very unique about how you look, you know? Either your hair color stands out, your hair in general stands out. If it's curly and big, you know what I mean? Maybe you wear flowers in your hair, so people are attracted to what you wear on your head. You wear headbands, you know, turbans, something like that, hats. You know, but there's something here about your clothing. And look, the lady in this card is wearing a hat. And the lady in this card is wearing a hat. With the child coming through now, I'm also in a new vibe, and I'm looking at the card. People could want to get you, impregnate you, and let you have their baby. They want to see you pregnant with a child. That could be something they find attractive about you. They think you would look good pregnant. I don't know. That's something that came through. But your whole body's definitely coming through here. And look at how dude in here is wearing a hat. Dude in here is wearing a hat. He's wearing a hat. He's wearing a hat. And then also in this Nine of Wands, if you turn it upright, he's wearing like a headband around his head. I know it's like gauze or something, because he's been beat up and broken down, you know. Even though he still gets up and fights, which is why they find you attractive, okay? Sometimes you do give up and they would just want to help you, but I do feel like for some of you, you don't give up. So take what resonates in the reading, please, okay? If it's not resonating, leave that for someone else to pick up. But there's something here. You could always be reading, and they find that very attractive about you because she's reading in this book. She's reading in this card here. Maybe you stress guys out and they find that attractive as well, because you increase their vasopressin hormone, which makes them want to fix exactly things. So you don't make it easy on them. You don't make it easy on them. You make it hard on them. Like I said, with the Five of Swords being the first card coming out, there's something difficult about you that they want to fix, or they want to try to maybe have dominion over. There's something about that conquer, win, you know. You think you can win everything and they want to show you that you can't. You know, something about getting the one up on you is what they find very attractive about you. Maybe bring you down a peg. That could be something as well. Humbling you, surprising you in the best ways because you surprise them as well. That's coming through. But I'm going to leave the reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the image 2, the number 2, however you got here, you're here. Welcome. Today we're going to be getting into what would men say is the most attractive thing about you. So whether it comes to his personality, some looks, we got both in group 1, so I'm sure we're going to get both for you guys. We're going to see what they find the most attractive about you, okay? It's not going to be just one thing. It's going to be a few things. So just, buckle up, Buttercup. Maybe some of you act like Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls, so you're like mean, or maybe Buttercup is your favorite Powerpuff Girl. But I mean, if she's your favorite, there must be something about her that you resonate with. So yeah, it would make sense. But yeah, we'll see what comes through. At the bottom of the deck, we have a 9 of Swords. You're very chatty. You could be a little bit argumentative, or you talk back, you fight back, you like to argue with guys. I don't know, there's something about that coming through. You don't give them a break, you don't give them a break. So you could be like I'm not getting mean girl, but I'm getting hard to handle, have an attitude perhaps. And I just saw 111, that's my confirmation. There's something here about you being like haughty, having an attitude, being, like what do you want? Like, that kind of vibe. Or you don't take it easy on them. You make them work for, I guess, your affection or your friendship or something like that. You're not friends with everybody out there. You're not being overly friendly with these men out here, okay? And that they find attractive about you. You're very selective, and they find that attractive, okay? And then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, there's something, there's like a royal air about you where you're just like, holier than thou, I'm better than you kind of vibes, but they find it attractive. So don't take it as a bad thing. And you shouldn't anyway. I'm pretty sure you don't. If you chose this card. It's giving royalty, okay? You don't take their mess kind of vibes. So for my group 1s, please, what would men say is the most attractive thing about them? My group 1s. I'm hearing lips for you guys, so your lips can be very attractive. I'm hearing a cute button nose, okay? I'm hearing very petite features, so you have small features on your face is what I'm getting. These were way too many cards. Don't play on my face like that. Guys could think a lot about you, or you have a lot of things that are attractive about you, okay? And look, I'm not taking all these. Relax. Give me 1 or 2. Thank you. We have King of Cups. You're very emotionally relatable. They feel safe with you. You are hard to read though, because the King of Cups is he keeps his emotions very contained. So maybe you know how some girls very overly dramatic, very overly loud, like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Or just always telling people how they feel and, going around and just being too much of an emotional mess is the vibe that I'm getting. You're the opposite of that, essentially. You're just you're very stoic, you keep to yourself, you deal with your own issues, you keep your emotions contained. You're not someone who lets their emotions get the best of them. If you're upset, you're not going to take it on everyone. You know what I mean? If something happened, you're not going to blow it out of proportion and, make this big old funk or big old stink about it. That's you guys. You keep your emotions on a tight rein, which is kind of it's not giving Buttercup so much. It's giving, she does, or she did, in the show. But when she was ready to pop off, she really went off, So maybe you have a short fuse or a long fuse. It takes a long time for, I'm getting a boiling kettle, a pot on the stove, where it takes a long time for it to bubble and boil. But once it's done, you hear the whistle of it being ready to blow, We have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. I'm hearing there could be something rich or high value, high maintenance about you guys, and they find that very attractive, okay? There's something very abundant, rich about you, Maybe you have a very rich emotional world. You have a very big imagination is what I'm hearing as well. King of Cups also does represent creativity. They also, it represents music, arts. That's what the cups represent for me. So you could be something of an artist, a writer, a poet, where you are more subdued and quiet. It's giving more of the I ends and the personality, where you're intuitive and what is it called? What does N mean? It's something about sensing, where you're inner sensing, where you deal with your emotions on the inside instead of where other people would deal with on the outside, which is more of the ease, So your first thing, your personality type is giving I, okay? Which is intuitive. And then I think it's N, which is no, I is introvert and N is sensing, or bruh. inner sensing. There's something, I'm not that good with personality types, but that's what's coming through. You guys represents the eyes. And some of you could have N's, even if you are ENs. There's something here about you, your inner world being like very vast and imaginative and, you know, abundant. So you're good at writing, you're good at singing, you're good at dancing, you're good at drawing, you're good at painting, you're good at stuff like that. You're an artsy kind of girl. And that's very attractive about you as well. And artsy girls do have they would stick your nose up at other people who are not as artsy, you know. I think so. Being someone who is kind of artsy, I would be like, if you're boring, leave me alone kind of energy. You know, I need stimulation in my life, and you're not giving me that. I need someone who would talk music with me, talk art with me, and if you can't do that, dip, you know. That's the kind of vibe that you guys are kind of coming through as. Maybe some of you read a lot or write a lot, because in all these cards, in all these things on the card, all of them are reading something. So you're always reading, which is why you guys are giving me very introverted. You internalize a lot of things. It doesn't always have to be in a bad way. It just means you don't show your emotions on your face. It's hard to read, okay? We have Ace of Cups. Why does we have the Ace of Cups? We have the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. There's something here about you being very emotionally stable or emotionally abundant. You have you hold space for people in your heart, and you give them time, you give them energy. You're very sweet. Even if you are a little, grumbly sometimes. I'm hearing there's a grumbly in my tummy. Where's that from? I think it's poo. Maybe you guys are giving poo. There's a grumbly in my tummy. Like, Pooh, sit down. Pooh always hungry and always eating honey. So maybe you're very sweet. Okay, what else is coming through? Maybe your face does a lot. Maybe your face is very expressive. Because that's kind of what I'm getting from the Ace of Cups. You have a good side eye. I just heard. Because I just looked at the King of Cups and he's giving a bombastic side eye to somebody. I don't know who it is, but somebody did him wrong. He's giving them the bombastic side eye, you know? You have a good side eye. Your eyes are important as well. Like for you so far, physical traits, eyes and lips. And because we have the hands coming through the Ace of Cups, I will go so far as to say your hands are very attractive as well. Maybe you keep your nails very attractive. You have like the zit grab, as I call them, the nails, you know what I mean? You don't have to. Maybe you keep your nails very nice. They look really good. You have nice soft hands. I don't know. Feminine hands for my feminines. For others of you who are masculine, you have very masculine hands, you know? And how women like the veins going up the arms. There's something about that coming through for you. And for your energy being the King of Cups is the first card, you are giving off a very masculine air up to you. Okay? With the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse, there is something very slow about you. Some of you are very slothy. You move very slow. That is also giving me another variation of subdued. You know, you don't wear your heart, your emotions too much on your sleeve unless you kind of want to. Like, you are very contained and composed, but you're also very nice and sweet and emotional as well when you're ready, with the Ace of Cups coming out, period. But it's like people don't see that until you're ready to show them that. With the Ace, not the Ace, the Wheel of Fortune separating the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So it's not until this person's like, you know, they feel lucky whenever you show them any ounce of emotion, because you could be someone who doesn't really do that, you know? Which is why the Wheel of Fortune came out, to kind of show the transition between the two cards. You have the King of Cups, which is like, you know, very composed, you know, very smart, very intelligent, compassionate, you know, trustworthy kind of energy. Because he came out upright, you know, someone who's very emotionally mature and stable. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a transition into being someone who's also very compassionate and empathic, and you show that to people. They can see it. But with the Wheel of Fortune also representing luck, there's something about them being lucky to see like a softer side to you. So that's why it's also giving me, you don't really show that side to you very often. So when they do see it, they feel like, oh, that's very attractive. You know, I hope that made sense. I explained it properly. You're not impulsive at all. You're also very you think things through. It's the vibe of the King of Cups as well. It's also the vibe that I'm getting from the Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't know why I'm getting a tall vibe from your group. You don't have to be tall, but you give off tall energy, you know? So that's the chapter this as well, because we know people like tall people, which don't make no sense to me. I mean, I do, you know, let me stop. Most women watch, so you could have long legs as well. Most women watch my channel, so I'm like, not many women want to be tall, or I don't. I should speak for myself. But men, if you are a man, there's something here about you guys getting tall, you know, limber, you know what I mean? Flexible is also something that's coming through. So you can be very flexible. Maybe some of you do gymnastics, so you have done gymnastics. I'm also hearing cheerleading. That could be attractive about you guys. Give off that vibe of knowing how to move your body. Maybe some of you walk very sensually and slow, and that could be with the Eight of Wands in reverse representing as well. A very slow, sensual walk. Okay. That's your most attractive trait. You're not in a rush or in a hurry to go anywhere, you know. We have Temperance, yes. So that's what's coming through as well. You are very, what's the word I can use? Well-rounded, where you can be one thing and also be another thing. So you can be very emotional, but then also very not emotional. I'm seeing 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. Okay, so maybe there's something here about you're always in alignment, which is the Temperance card. You're always on the right path, doing the right things, being the right person to talk to, confide in kind of energy. You're never too much of one thing or too little of another thing, if that makes sense. You're just right. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, where she was always going to this bed and that porridge and this whatever, and everything was just right. Drinking this coffee and that coffee, you know. There's something here about the, I don't know if you can even see it. There's like a circle on the angel's head that's giving like a doctor, how in some shows the doctor have like the stethoscope, like a disc on his head. So maybe some of you are actual healers. That's what people find very attractive about you. Your healing presence, your healing energy, or there's something here about you actually being like a doctor or a nurse or somebody and healing people, you know. You always have the right concoction, you know, the right, I'm hearing poultice or something like that to heal people, you know, so you can be very holistic as well. And I do, now that, okay, so I was watching a video, right? And someone said, it was a while ago. So the fact that it keeps coming up means that it comes up in specific piles it's meant for. There was a reader who said she thinks of the Temperance card as her health card. You know what I mean? So someone who's always doing yoga, someone who's very holistic, that kind of energy. And it just crossed my mind when I looked at the Temperance card. So that's what's coming through. You're either a doctor or you're a nutritionist or you're holistic healing and something like that. And you always know how to heal people or make them feel better. You know, whether it's you give them like a boost of serotonin by being around you, or you actually like heal them physically. You tell them, oh, you're having headaches, drink more water, or maybe try putting more lemon in your whatever. You know, you give them little concoctions to help them feel better. Or you're just very good at giving advice in general and always knowing what to do with the Temperance card coming through. There's something very solid and grounding about you as well, because the Temperance card does represent a balance between earth and water. So we did have water come out quite often for you, Ace of Cups, King of Cups, but there is something also very strong and firm about you as well, okay? Grounding about you. So people feel safe emotionally, and also like they feel safe physically when they're around you. And that's what guys find attractive. So if you are a girl or a guy, whatever, there's something here about you being very protective, and people know that they don't have to really worry about much when they're around you, you know? You're going to help them cross the street. You're going to make them feel better and give them a concoction kind of vibe. If they're sick, you're going to take care of them, you know? I'm getting more messages from the card. I'm just going to bring it closer to me. You can be an angel on earth. And this card is giving tall as well. So some of you are very tall. And I love how we have like a path to, I'm hearing a path to wellness, a door to wellness. I'm getting that card from the Energy Oracle, where it's like garden and the gate or something like that, where you open the gate and you see like all the flowers, and maybe there's something like very serene about you, which is what the Temperance card can also represent. You have that balance between earth and emotion, you know, earth and water. You're serene. And how the waters are still in the Temperance card instead of up and down like it could be and is in the King of Pentacles. I mean, you see what's going on? Crazy in the King of Cups. Behind him, we have like a very turbulent ocean. under him we have like a very turbulent ocean, but in the Temperance card we also have a very serene sea, you know. So like I said, very deep feeling person. That's what they find very attractive about you. You care about other people. You want to help them and heal. But what I was saying here is a path going towards mountains and a sun. So it's giving a path to healing and wellness. Like that is a card in the Energy Oracle. Door to healing and happiness. That's what it's called. Yes, that's what you guys are. A door to healing and happiness. Even though you have that stink side eye, bombastic side eye. Okay. How many other cards we have here? Okay, I'll keep them. We have the Two of Swords. Interesting. There's something here about this which is giving like very much like leave me alone. I didn't ask for your input. Very like independent vibes of I don't need your help to figure out my life. I listen to my own intuition when it's time for me to make a decision. I listen to my own inner voice. And that's something that's attractive about you as well. When you don't really ask for input from everyone else, you're the one who's giving the input and giving the help. And you're also that same person for yourself, you know? So you're very good at making decisions as well. You're very good at finding the path to healing and happiness for yourself and others. With that coming through the Temperance card. And look at how we have the serene, still waters as well. We don't see any turbulence. We don't see any moving. We don't see any upset. We don't see any ripples. We just see calm seas. So you know how to make decisions very calmly. Or just in general, because some people are quite indecisive. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Are all these in reverse? No, just the High Priestess. Interesting. What do they find very attractive about you? There's a little bit about you being an open book when it comes to people ask you questions or want your advice, because the High Priestess upright is known as being very secretive, very to herself in her own world. And you are that person, but there are times, like I said, if this were to be coming out under the Wheel of Fortune or the Ace of Cups, where you do open up to people and let them in, see that person who you really are. And that's very attractive, you know, when you're able to let down those walls and be vulnerable, you know. The Nine of Wands is an energy of persevering, not giving up, being beaten down. You know, I'm hearing that song by Cardi B, you knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. You know what I mean? I waited for my whole, hold on. She's like, I was something supposed to then and make dollars. Something, whatever. She's like, I went to the top floor so I could spit on itches. You know what I mean? And in the song, she's like, I was just trying to something and make dollars, something like that. But anyway, she's basically in that song speaking about how all the times people try to bring her down. And instead, I'm hearing, and still I rise. Okay, by Miss Maya Angelou. So there is something here a little bit poetic about you. This poetry hasn't ever really come through in my readings, but it's coming through now. So in the poem, she's like, and still I rise. Okay, Cardi B is like, y'all knocked me down 9 times, but I still got up 10, right? Okay. You're not keeping me down, okay? Even if I gotta walk with a cane, I'm hearing a pimp walk. Maybe some people have a pimp walk. I don't know. Some people walk with a cane or with a crutch or something. Even if you have to crawl or do whatever you have to do to get where you have to go, you're not staying down, okay? And that's also very attractive. It's a word that wants to come through. Resilient. There it is. We have Page of Swords. And I do believe at the bottom of the deck for you guys, when I first started the reading, we have like a very talkative person. So you're very knowledgeable, very, you like to have conversations and deep conversations, you know what I mean? So you like to read, write, poetry, you know what I mean? And then talk about those things. So you're very like the opposite of shallow, very deep, you know, intellectual, if you will. That's what's coming through. I want to get some cards from this deck here to see what comes through, because we have Scholar in here, and that might just come out for you guys. What would men say is the most attractive thing about my group twos? I hate this card. We have Death. We have Death. So some of you could be a little alternative maybe, and that could be attractive. That could be your aesthetic coming through. Because Death always gives me that. We have the skulls, we have the cross and bones, we have the goth, the alternative aesthetic, emo, if you want to call it that. And then we have Despair coming out, which kinds of solidifies that for me. That definitely solidifies that for me. Where you're always looking sad, or you're always looking like subdued to yourself, a little intimidating maybe. You look like in your head is what I'm getting. Like, you know, you're far away. Far away. That song is coming through by Marsha Ambrosia, I think. Far Away. And I haven't heard that song in years, but that's what's coming through. Okay, so go listen to that song. You may get more messages. So close, I can't believe you're so far away. And every minute you're gone, I'm missing you so. I can't believe you're so far away. You know, that song was coming through. So you always look like far away in your own head, in your own universe, and they find that attractive about you because you're either thinking about something really hard, or you're just like hard to get to know, and they like that challenge, you know. You have merchant. So maybe you're definitely someone who's like, you have your own business and you sell things to people. Or you sell your services, you sell yourself, you are your own product. There's some people who sell products, and there's people who sell themselves, and you sell yourself. Not in that kind of way, okay? You offer services to people. Or you have services that you can offer people, but you are the service. Your advice, your experience, and not what you can make them, you know? You telling them to use this thing to make them feel better is you servicing them in some kind of way, you know? Giving them something. Not the other way around. Okay. What would men say is the most attractive thing about my group? Okay, we have a letter. Yeah, there's something here about your writing. Maybe like you do write poetry to people, or you write to them instead of saying things, or the way you express yourself or say things. Because the Page of Swords is that kind of energy. The way you express yourself in words. I'm hearing they covet your words, or they wait with bated breath for you to say things. So if you're texting a guy, they're sitting there, they can't wait to hear what you want to say, kind of energy. If you're out and about talking to friends or just men in general, they can't wait to hear what you say next, because it's always so intellectual, so profound kind of energy is what I'm getting from you guys. Maybe you're old-fashioned. Maybe you brighten up a room is what I'm getting as well, because the flowers in this card kind of like brighten up the room, bring a little bit of happiness into it, you know? So maybe your words provide a little happiness, a little extra oomph to people, you know? That's coming through. So maybe you could be like a Maya Angelou in your community or in your friend group, or just the men in general. You always have something wise and profound to say. And I was picking up on your lips earlier, so that could be a thing as well. Now we have a gift. What will they say the most attractive thing about you is? The gifts that you give, and I do believe the gifts are mostly verbal. Okay, they're mostly like advice, something like that. You listening and responding to people, giving them like feedback is what I wanted to say. Yes, thank you, feedback, you know? Or having them weigh things in a certain way. You give another perspective to certain things. Like, have you ever thought of it this way? They come to you complaining about their boyfriend or girlfriend, or complaining about their partner. You're just like, have you ever thought of it from her perspective? Have you thought about from this, you know? And that's kind of what water and earth is giving me, where you can be in your feminine, but also in your masculine as well. Where you can see things from the female point of view, but also the male point of view, you know? If that makes sense. But you are a gift to people is what's coming through for you guys. The most attractive thing about you is the gift that you are to them, you know? The gifts that your words are, the gifts that your services are, the gifts that your looks are. I don't know what that means. Maybe you've been gifted in some kind of way in your looks. I wasn't really getting much looks in this, honestly. I was just getting the height thing, the hands, the eyes, the lips. So those are the most attractive things about you. And even in this card here, the pants that this person's wearing is kind of bringing attention to their legs. And this guy always gives me, I wanted to say in the last reading he came up, but I didn't. So for you guys, he gives me Edgar Allan Poe. And that's kind of like the energy you guys could embody. That could be the person you remind them of. You're also very quiet, but you write very beautifully, very, I'm hearing morosely, very somberly. Like you write very sad and profound things that make them very emotional. And you could sell your words. You could write, like I said, books and sell those books. And that's why people, you know, you could be a writer. And people are always waiting with bated breath to see the next book you come out with, the next poetry you come out with, the next segment you come out with, you know, that kind of energy. The next thing you have to say is basically what is very attractive about you. Whether it's like you, like I said, you content create, you write books, you write poetry, something like that is coming through. And it's always about sad things. I should have noticed that as soon as Death came out and then Despair came out. The guy on the card is giving me Edgar Allan Poe. And he was known for his more morose, sad, somber writing styles, you know, where life was always sad and it was always about somebody like learning a very harsh lesson. There was always death involved and black and crows and something like that, you know. He's giving that kind of person. I feel like if he was alive right now, he would be seen as like the emo kid. He definitely would have been seen as the emo kid. Like, what you always so sad about for, bro, you know? Maybe guys are attracted to your sadness as well. I don't know. That could be coming through for some of you. They're attracted to your sadness, whatever that may mean. I don't know. But yeah, that man was into all things like dark and grotesque and, you know, and that's what you guys are kind of giving as well. But I'm going to leave the reading there. You guys are definitely the gift that keeps on giving is what I just heard as well. And that's what is attractive about you. People meet you and they're intrigued. And then as soon as you keep unfolding, I'm hearing the ever unfolding rose. Where they keep peeling back little layers, and the more they learn, the more like, oh my gosh, this person, like, so, you know, this person's a gift to the world, to me, to my life, to everyone kind of energy. And that's why that's very attractive about you, because you keep unfolding. It's that they never really know who you are, because you're always like showing them new parts of yourself. And that's attractive to these men out here, okay? Whether you're a male yourself or you're a woman, who knows? You're a treasure. And that song by Bruno Mars is coming through. Treasure, that is what you are. You're my golden star. I bet you'll make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. Maybe they want to take care of you as well, because you give off like sad vibes and just like, I just want to hold you and rock you in my arms kind of energy. But I'm gonna leave the reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group 3, then welcome. Today we're going to be getting into what would men say is the most attractive thing about you. Now, I forgot that I have my glasses because I'm at work, so maybe your glasses. That's something very specific coming through, and I do feel like the glasses accentuate the eyelashes as well as the eyes. So maybe they would say your eyes and your eyelashes specifically are also very attractive, okay? The most attractive thing about you, so maybe that's the, you know, more distinct feature of what you wear, how you look. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon in reverse. So there's something very open and like very big, bright-eyed and glistening about your eyes. It's like giving the Puss in Boots eyes is what I'm getting from this, you know, because the moon upright represents secrets, keeping things concealed, okay? So maybe there's like a very open expression in your face, your eyes, you know, they're very, you know how some people have like a very closed off, concealed expression. You have the opposite, that you always seem open, you know, and you know, you have these glistening eyes, you know, whatever color they are, they're very beautiful, okay? That's something that's coming, and I will take that as my confirmation. I swear I hate doing readings because where did the 7 of Cups come from? Like, maybe when I looked out the window, it flew out. That's crazy. But we have the 7 of Cups, because the where I be working, the cars just be beeping for no reason, child. Like, I hate cars that beep for no reason. Just shut up, please. But anyway, I just be getting irritated at any little thing. Don't mind me. Maybe some of you do the same thing as well, because that just irked me. But we have the 7 of Cups. There can be many things, many attributes of yours that men look at. The 7 of Cups does represent having many options. That could be a thing that men find most attractive about you. You have options. You always keep your options open. And it does also tie into what I was saying about you having a very open expression. So everything about you just open and out there. You know, you're not very secretive or closed off, you know, at all. And if you are, then maybe this is not your reading, or maybe that aspect of you will come out later, or maybe when you are more open and honest and free, that's when men find you the most attractive. Okay, just take whatever resonates for y'all. Okay, now the Seven of Cups does also represent, you know, fame, fortune, money, prestige, sneakery, looks and beauty. So maybe you have a mixture of all of those, you know. It's like they can't choose, because there's so many things to pick from when it comes to the things that stand out about you. But we had a few coming through. Let's get some more cards. What would men say is the most attractive thing about you? We have the Sun, and I'm pretty sure one of the spin in upright. So it kind of gives like your face. Like I'm giving you have like a very sensual stare for some of you. Also you have a very direct stare. Maybe some of you have like a really, really light brown eyes, like kind of like amber yellow eyes. Those are a thing, okay? It's giving what is it called? Edward in Twilight, the way their eyes are turned golden. Someone could have eyes like that. Where there's just something very golden and bright about your skin. I'm hearing dewy. So maybe you have like really fresh, glowing skin as well. There's something about that, or you look very tan. Your skin is coming through, whether it's because it's very clear, or because it's not clear, or because it's like always very dewy and like a glazed donut or so, or it's always like you're glowing, you know, where the sun shines on everything, it glows. So you glow, okay? But I am getting skin. So maybe you're also tan, like I said, because the sun does tan people. So maybe your skin color is like very mocha, very chocolate, very deep. Okay, for others of you, if you're not deep and dark, you're also like very like, I'm hearing toasted. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That song is coming through. So maybe you look like very chestnutty, or whatever that means. Toasted. I don't know. What would men say is the most attractive thing about my group threes, please, Spirit? What would they say is the most attractive thing about them? Maybe you have like a very flowery personality. And I also just heard bohemian, so maybe you're very naturey, very flowy. You wear lots of florals. You wear long skirts, long dresses, what I'm hearing as well. Maxi dresses. Maybe some of you have like a really big booty, because I just heard sundress season. And there was a whole big thing on social media, like at the beginning of the year, about whether the dresses that are like very long and cottony, and like kind of like if you got a big butt, it sticks between the cheeks, and it makes your butt look big and juicy when it's like you're walking, kind of energy. That's called a maxi dress, you know. And there's a difference between that and the sundress. But in the Black community, when people are talking about sundresses, they're talking about those long, flowy dresses that stick to the booty cheeks sometimes if you're not wearing underwear, if you're wearing a thong, and just the cheeks be clapping, child, okay? That's what's coming through for y'all, okay? That's what's coming through. So just take it as it resonates. Whether that's a sundress for you or a maxi dress, you're getting those kind of vibes. Very flowy, but the booty's definitely coming through for that reason. I got a visual of that. So some of you could have like very succulent, juicy, and these are their words, not mine, booties, okay? Boom. Now, the next one we have is the Queen of Cups. Interesting. This is also what I was getting with the whole, you're very open emotionally. People feel very very comfortable coming to you and asking you for things, or talking to you, opening up to you. So you could find that people just come and like trauma dump on you sometimes, and it's just like, oh, okay, I didn't need that, but thanks. I hope you feel better. Because you're just like, wait a minute, who are you? Let me stop. No, but for real though, like that could be very much like the truth of it all. Like, wait a minute, who are you? Like, who are you coming and dumping on me, for real? Like, I meant that as a joke, but I'm just like, you could take it for real. Like, who are you, and why are you dumping on me like this, you know? But the Queen of Cups also just gives me like a very, I think like you have like a little bit of like a direct stare. I keep getting that from the Sun and from the Queen of Cups, the way she's staring down this cup. If you could, you probably can't see, but the way she's looking intimidatingly at the cup, her stare is very direct and unwavering. So that could be, there's something here about eye contact for sure with you guys. And I'm also hearing people don't know where to look, okay? Some of you could be a little bit chubby, that's coming through, and they like to look at that. Or you have like very chubby or thick features, big boobs, big booty, thick thighs. They're just like, where do I look? I can't. I want to look everywhere. Is the kind of vibe coming through for you guys. I'm also hearing a bat. I don't know why I'm hearing a bat. What are bats known for? Their vision. They can see in the dark. They're also known as like wearing black. Bats are also associated with vampires, which I did mention earlier with Edward from Twilight. And there could be something here about you looking very young, because the sun is youthful exuberance. It's like you're young, you're bright, you know, bushy, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the vibe coming through for you guys. So yeah, how vampires never grow up. So no matter how many times people see you, you always seem to look the same, you know. And also in the movie, if we're going back to that instance, the vampire skin would glow in that movie, like, you know, shine and sparkle in the sunlight, and only in the direct sunlight. So yeah, we're coming back around because there's things that I missed, but I did say it. Glowy skin, okay, like the way the vampires glow in direct sunlight. I was mentioning when the sun shines on something, it makes it brighter, you know. I'm also hearing your eyes in the sunlight can be very beautiful as well, which I feel like everybody's is, but that's coming through. I don't know, I'm looking at myself and I'm seeing myself in the reflection of the computer screen. So there can be something here about your reflection, or just like I said, your face, your beauty, your looks, your hair. I'm also getting really curly hair, fro, dense. I'm hearing cheetah-licious hair. So maybe some of you wear patterns as well. I can see where that's coming from. The Queen of Cups, where her cape, I've never realized it, but her cape is like, has a pattern on it. So that's something that's coming through. Maybe you wear clothes with lots of patterns. Maybe you're like a beach bum kind of person as well. That's coming through. But when I was speaking about bohemian, like maybe you wear the sandals, you believe in everything that's natural and fresh. You don't believe in a deodorant, maybe something like that. You give those looks, you know. No, nobody's saying you're funky now. We're just saying you look like that. That's what people admire most about you. Maybe you're very much, you care about the earth, and that comes through in how you dress or how you look. All natural is what I'm hearing as well. So maybe most of you don't wear makeup. We have the Empress. Wow. Yeah, you're very beautiful. Wow. Okay. You're gorgeous, guys. Okay. Not just on the inside, but on the outside as well. With the Sun and the Empress, it's like your beauty's blinding. What the hell do you mean? Like, that's it. Which is why I was saying with the Seven of Cups, people don't know where to look. Exactly. It's all coming together. The Queen of Cups is like giving very nice, very pretty. You know how there's like different kinds of beauty where like some people like the more angular beauty, and they look like very strict and stern kind of beauty. That's beautiful. Then we have like the very childlike, innocent, pretty. And then we have the gorgeous, the beautiful, like more conventional, attractive features where we have the long eyelashes, the glittering eyes, the nice skin kind of energy. That's kind of what's coming through for you guys. And now that we have the Empress coming through here, it is confirming something about having like a very feminine body. So it's giving what men like to look for in females is what you guys have, okay? The boobs, the butt, the long legs, the flowy hair, the long lashes, the nails, the makeup, the not makeup. Some guys like natural, some guys don't. Whatever guys, you know, the standard of beauty is kind of what you guys are giving. You don't have to try very hard. See, and I'm hearing that song. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try. 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 Try by 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐒, whatever her name was. Try. There's something here about you don't have to try. Your beauty is kind of like effortless, and that's what guys like. So I do think there's something here like you don't really try to dress up or look good or put on pounds and pounds of makeup or something. There's just something very all natural, which I did mention before about your beauty. Very youthful as well, whereas like when you have the youthful skin, there's like prepubescent is what you guys are giving, because we have the child prancing around on this horse here, and this is a prepubescent child. The child hasn't gone through puberty, so maybe you still look like that, but I do think body wise you have gone through puberty, because you're giving the womanly curves or whatever guys like in a woman's features. It could be a lot of different things, as guys like a lot of different things. But it's giving maybe your skin and your beauty is prepubescent, but then the rest of your body is giving wow curves and Coke bottle. If it doesn't resonate for you, I'm getting like some of you are very lean, And guys like that as well. So like I said, whatever guys like is kind of what you're giving. There's something about you like being a universal beauty. Whether guys don't usually like skinnier girls, you are attracting men anyway. Whether guys don't usually like plus size girls, they're still flocking to you anyway. Guys don't usually like girls that go straight up and down or who curve. Like guys like different things, you know. But it's giving your universal beauty no matter what you look like and what your body type is. Guys are looking at you. Okay. But yeah, you're like serene with the Queen of Cups. You're very docile, very nice, very cool, calm, and collected. And guys think that's the most, or when you are acting that way, that's when guys think you're the most beautiful, okay? But she's by the sea. So there could be something here. I'm hearing a siren song. So people feel pulled and drawn to you the way people feel pulled and drawn to the sea, you know? And at the bottom of that, we have the Chariot. So there's something here, like I said, very direct about you. It's giving like direct eye contact, not looking away kind of vibes. That's what you guys are giving. Staring contest is also what I'm getting from you guys. So what else would men say is the most beautiful about my group threes, please? Like when you're just in your feminine. And I think that was a Lover's card I wanted to come out, but it fell back in the deck, so we'll respect it. But yeah, you guys are getting like, you know, oh my gosh, she's just so pretty, you know? I'm hearing pristine as well. That's what's coming through for you guys. You're an American beauty. I'm hearing that song. She's an American beauty. I'm an American psycho. She's an American beauty. I'm an American psycho. I think that's like American Beauty or American Psycho by, is it Fall Out Boy? That's the song that's coming through. So you're an American Beauty. Or you could be an American Psycho, who knows? Or you attract American Psychos, which is funny. So I think the Western beauty standard is kind of what you guys more gravitate towards, because I know there's like standards of beauty in other places and there's standards of beauty in the West, and you guys kind of fit those standards of beauty. I also think you fit the Korean standard of beauty as well, or the Asian, because they have like, they're also like very like skin and hair is very much their thing. So like, you know, jeez Louise, why did I call her fall out like that? And what card is it? We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's something very direct and truthful and honest about you. It was kind of like giving, the word came and left. How rude. Direct. What is the word? Real? Like it's another word for real. It's essentially the word I was trying to come through. Authentic maybe, but that's not the word I was getting. You know how kids say the darndest things kind of vibe. You just say whatever comes out of your mouth and you're very honest and direct. That's something that they like as well. They find that very beautiful about you. Just in case I didn't say it in the beginning of the reading, this is going to be about everything. It's not just looks are coming through or personality. It's a little bit of both. So whatever comes through, I'm going to say. So if it seems a little bit all over the place, I apologize, okay? But yeah, you know how kids just say whatever comes to their mind. They don't really hold anything back, no filter essentially. But like this real honest truth, real and honest. Oh my gosh, bro. The word is right down the tip of my tongue and it's pissing me off and it's not coming to me. How rude. Raw, unfiltered. And raw is also giving me raw foods and ingredients. Maybe some of you only eat raw foods and ingredients. Things that are of the earth, organic, that kind of energy. But that's what your beauty is giving as well. You know, oh, this person's like raw. They got up out of bed and just came to work and they just looked that way. And you know, I woke up like this, flawless, that kind of energy. Unfiltered, no, that's not the word, but those words are coming through because the other word is the one to calm. And then look, we have 9 of Cups. We have the Empress, and we have the 9 of Cups, and we have the Sun. I don't know what else y'all want me to say, guys. Like, I really don't. Like, just gorgeous. Flawless. I woke up like this. Women look at you and want to look like you. Want to have the attributes you have, you know? Men walk down the street and would say, oh, that man's very attractive. You know how men can be like, who's like a universal beauty? Henry Cavill, everyone loves him. Chris Evans, everyone loves them. Idris Elba, like people like that who just wake up looking good. And every other, no matter if you're a straight guy or whatever, you can admit that's a beautiful man. No, if you're a girl, girls have no problem saying girls are beautiful and you know, having that kind of camaraderie, but men are just like, they're kind of like more gruff and, oh no, I can't say that about the next man. But men would just be like, yeah, that's a beautiful man, you know? That's a gorgeous man right there, kind of energy, you know? But I'm getting more so feminine features coming through as well. Maybe some of you are very tall if you're guys, but for my men here, it's giving like very stocky. A stocky build, a very tall, stocky build. It's giving like kind of like a little bit of like a football player energy, you know? If you can even see it. Those cards don't shut up. Maybe some of you are like a little chunky. You have like very chubby faces as well, which kind of gives that youthfulness about you. I'm still here trying to figure out the word that I can't remember. I'm just like, I can't say, it's not sitting right with me. But like, you know, sweet, approachable, open is the vibe that your face and beauty is giving. Your personality is giving raw, truthful, frank, to the point. You know, there's nothing that you keep in the shadows, you know. It's like I said, the first card coming out was already saying that there's going to be many things that God's just like, how am I supposed to choose? We have the head here, which is giving face, you know what I mean? We have the money here, which is giving money, you know, it's giving a bunch of different things in the Seven of Cups. Like the castle, we have, you know, maybe your house is what people find attractive about you as well. How you present yourself. We have jewelry coming through here, so maybe the jewelry you wear. I did kind of want to say that. The earrings. I was looking at myself in the, like I said, the monitor, and I'm seeing me in my earrings. Maybe you just sparkle, and I'm also being called to the glowing stuff on my, this here. Sweater, yeah. So we have face, we have clothes, we have all that coming through and what they find very attractive about you. So just the whole package is essentially what's coming through. But look, the lovers came out. Boom. Then I mentioned them earlier. Stop playing on my face. Stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Okay, one more card. And then I'm going to pull from the oracle. And then that's about it. So yeah, it's giving, like I said, both opposite sex will find you. Both sexes will find you attractive. We have men and women in the card here. And even the angels. Maybe you look angelic. That came through another group, I forget, because I did 1 and 2 yesterday, and now I'm doing group 3 right now. And you see what I'm talking about, the people beeping? It's so annoying. Like, and traffic is moving, so why is it beeping? So why are beeping? Like, it makes no sense. We have 4 of Swords. That's what I was getting with the very docile, very innocent, very open. I'm very subdued. You're not like very high strung. You're not always talking, running around, trying to get to know everyone. You know, you're giving like ambiverted. You have your moments of that with the Sun and the Empress, but the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Swords is kind of giving me introvert, you know. And at the bottom of that, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So I kind of trying to figure out Ace of Wands in reverse. What can we say about that for your looks? I'm hearing racy, but not. So maybe you're the opposite of racy. And look at what I was saying. I didn't even realize it. The Empress, she's literally dressed in the most drapiest of clothing. Like nothing, you can't really say her shape of her body and anything like that. So I do think the way you dress is really tame, because these 2 queens are just like draped in the finest silks and cloths, and you can't really tell the shape of their body looking at these cards, you know. And that's what I was saying about the long flowing maxi dresses, but the booty shaking there's something that draws the men's attention. Because it literally came through. I saw a visual of it, so yeah. But then also in the Sun card, we have a child that's just running around on the dang horse naked. So there's something about, you know, a little bit of everything coming through. Maybe sometimes you walk around showing your body, other times you don't, you know. But you're always authentically yourself. That's what's coming through for you guys. You're always very authentic. Whether it's, you know, you're conservative or you're not, you're the opposite, it doesn't matter. You're always authentic in who you are and who you present yourself to be. And that's why you're so attractive. Whether you're quirky, whether you're normal, or what society deems normal, whether you're not, you know. Whether you're neurospicy, neurodivergent, whatever you guys resonate as, there's just something very just, you know, I'm hearing disarming and charming, authentic about you that they just love, and they find that very attractive, because you're gonna fall out. That's what I gotta say. What card we have here? We have Sweetheart. This, I promise you guys, this came through another group. So go watch another group if you felt called to another group. Here we have constancy. And this card always comes out, but thankfully I actually looked up what constancy means. And like I didn't send the last reading, it is like a variation of consistency, but like a person. Consistency is someone who's always showing up, or it's like the opposite between like a verb and like an adverb, you know? Someone who is, consistency is like not like personable. You can't say someone is consistency, but you can say someone has constancy, where they're loyal, they're always there for you, you know what I mean? They're unwavering in their faith and their loyalty and their ambition and their how they present themselves and their authenticity. That kind of energy is what's coming through for y'all. You know, you're a pillar. You always represent, you may have like certain beliefs, like I said, that you stand up for, and no matter if people call you weird or think that you're weird for sticking up for these things or having these beliefs, you like are unwavering. You're like, I don't care, you know? But constancy is like a person who's, like I said, loyal, faithful, dependable, which is literally a variation of consistency. So yeah, we have a merchant. Maybe people think of you like maybe your shopping habits is what men find very attractive, because you always have the newest things. You're always shopping for yourself and looking beautiful, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing there's no rest for the weary. So maybe you're like a very weary person, or there's no rest for the wicked is also what I'm hearing. So some of you could be watching Wicked or have watched Wicked, and you may resonate with being a little bit of a Glinda or Elphaba. It doesn't matter. Both can resonate or be up or show up in a reading, okay? Why is it so dark? It's like I'm not understanding. We have malady. So sickness. Interesting. What do men find? Maybe some of you have like a sickly appearance. Men still found that attractive. That's like the most attractive thing about you. But what I got from this card when I got it before, like they're sick with their feelings for you. It's kind of like they have like a lot of feelings and they're unable to express them, which is why they're sick with feelings. You know, if that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure a malady is like a condition where you're sick or there's something wrong with you, you know. And maybe some of you are sick, but you still, you know, always show up as your the best version of yourself. You could have a terminal illness and you always look well put together. They would never know. And then when they find out, it makes you that much more like astounding, amazing, spectacular as the words that are coming through. There's another word that wants to come through. What is the word? They're in awe of you, essentially, you know, awe-inspiring. And then here we have money. So this is coming through for sure. Some of you got money, and that's what men find the most attractive thing about you. And it was giving big house, and they find your house the most attractive thing about you. You know, men are more material, kind of like cars, houses, that kind of thing. Fast cars, fast planes, you know, jet setting kind of energy. So if you have this kind of lifestyle, they find that attractive as well, you know. And it's funny how the deck is just sitting there on the corner looking like this. And when I look down, the card that I see is the star. So we have the sun, then we have the star. So you have like a star quality about you, and that makes sense because it's funny. I look over there when I'm on the money thing. So maybe some of you have like a star quality. You look like a movie star or something. You look like you should be in a movie, or you have like that model kind of like model-esque look to you. There's also something here about I'm being called to, like I said, if you look sickly, and men still find you attractive no matter what body shape you have, you know, that's what's coming through. So whether you're bigger, regular size, smaller, it's just, and it's funny because also I've seen a lot of people be complaining about the way Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo have been looking on this press. They look very sickly and skinny, but they're still beautiful, you know. It's like you still want to be them, or you still admire them or look up to them because they still serve looks. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that's coming through for y'all. So maybe you may be very skinny and like, oh man, don't want someone who's so skinny. They checking for you. Oh, I'm too big. They checking for you. I'm regular size. I'm thick. I'm whatever. Oh, they checking for you. Okay, now. Money, that's where we're ending off on. There's something here about you that gives money, that says money. The Empress is also that kind of vibe. So is the Nine of Cups. Like there's something about you that they want, you know? So whether it's the fast life, the fast cars, the jet setting, the house you have, that's what some men find the most attractive about you. Others just like, this person comes from money, has money. I'm admiring that about them. They're the designer clothes, designer shoes, designer whatever. But there was something here about accessories coming through for y'all, glittering something. So maybe you guys wear lots of jewelry, because jewelry was coming through in the Seven of Cups here. because one of these cups here is full of jewelry and jewels. Pearls, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, all those things. So some of you could wear that jewelry. I'm also hearing aquamarine, so that could be something. Maybe some of you wear crystals and they're just looking like, oh, I wish I could pull that off, or I could wear that, or always asking where you got your clothes from kind of energy, you know? Or you look like money whether you have it or not. So don't think, oh, I don't have money, this is not on my holidays. Stop playing. You give that look, okay? So I'm going to leave your reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. I'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye.